everybody, welcome back to our Stranger Things Season 3 watch, review, geek out thing, whatever the hell we're calling it, where we're watching and talking about every episode of Stranger Things 3 and having a good time doing it. So, we're on to episode 6.
The one that you can't remember, can you?
Didn't even try.
Pluribus Unum.
Okay. Sounds like a plumbus to me. But let's tell you guys, it's going to be spoilers. We're going to talk all kinds of spoilers only through the first 6 episodes because that's all we've seen so far. We can't spoil beyond that as of the time of this filming. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about that if you are trying to watch along episode by episode or something like episode. I don't know what that was. So we'll give you a little minute to get over here and click the pause out button if you don't want spoilers for these. But that said, we'll let you know that by the time you see this, we will have seen the whole show. So, you can't spoil it for us, but please, if you're going to talk in the comments, try to only talk about up through episode 6 in case people are watching along. Don't ruin it for them. Let's all have a good time with that. And, if you want to talk whole series discussion, we can do that on the 8th episode video, which will, of course, be the season finale. So that's your spoiler warning. That's everything I normally say?
I do believe you.
All right, spoiler warning, spoilers.
So the episode title, if I remember correctly, the translation is United We Stand.
Oh. Considering the ending. Yeah. Yeah, kind of a dark version of that, yeah.
Yeah.
We might get some kaiju flayer action. Things are going to get massive, I think.
Yeah, the town's just not going to be right after this. That thing goes rampaging through the fair.
Yeah. But we definitely got some interesting twists and turns and reveals in this one, and it's setting up a great 2-piece finale here that I'm real excited to get to. Mm-hmm. I think probably my favorite part is the Steve and Robin drugged, and then Dustin comes to the rescue. I mean, that was freaking awesome. And so cute.
I love Dustin explained to Erica. Is it Erica?
Yeah.
Just why exactly she is a nerd.
Yeah, that was great with the My Little Pony stuff and the math and all of that. And I love that she wouldn't believe that Lucas, she believed the whole story, but not that Lucas was a part of it. It seems like such a little sistery thing. So that was really cool.
She definitely does not have a big brother complex.
No, not at all.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
It's an anime trope.
Ah. I saw something flying. I think I can see into the other universes sometimes. Anyway, that's a discussion for another time. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. What? Why are you talking to me? Oh, back to the review. Okay, so back to the review. But no, that was pretty great, though. They had them all drugged out, and Steve just like, yeah, this is going to happen, that's going to happen.
Steve had the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, it's episode 6, so now Steve gets the shit beat out of him.
This is the downside of torture, is that when you are beating the hell out of somebody, and they keep giving you the same answer, and it's not the answer you want, but it might be the truth, even though it's not the answer you want.
Yeah, right, exactly.
This is why torture doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah. And, then even when they're drugged and they're still giving you the same story. Mm-hmm. Although I guess Robin did kind of come through with a little bit more truth than they had given, because it wasn't that he was necessarily lying, just, they found out about it from the radio code. And I loved her, too. The way she's like, y'all so smug. We're just 2 dumbass kids who scoop ice cream for a living, and we figured out your code in a day. You ain't hot shit. So I thought that was pretty great, because that's the kind of thing you want to say to those smug assholes. And luckily for them, it works out, because then the alarms start going off. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's not quite the rescue, but they pulled an alien resurrection. I think it was resurrection they did that in, and the goo is just melting down all through the layers, because the xenomorphs have the acid skin.
Blood.
I said blood. That's what I meant. Sorry. But that was great. And then Dustin comes in and probably kills that doctor.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And it'll be interesting to see how they get out of that from there. But I think now Hopper is coming.
Well, they're going to be on the inside to help Hopper stop the thing.
Get their way in, yeah.
I say, oh yeah, we know where it is.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of interesting. I'm really anxious to get to that. But of course, anytime Dustin's badass and saves the day. But that's what I'm saying. They're making Steve and Dustin way too cool. Please don't kill them. Please. But all that stuff is getting real fun. So I guess maybe now it'll be, the next episode they come to rescue them. They have to fight out of the lab, fight up into the mall, and then out into the fireworks display. And but I did catch another Resident, whoever's making the show this year. Whoever, there must be somebody new, or they decided they definitely wanted to do some Resident Evil stuff, because there's even a moment when they find the golf cart and then Erica finds the cattle prod thing. There's like just it's random, and maybe it's just my brain wanting to make it, but it looked like it. They had like green plants sitting off to the side, like little potted plants that you get for like health in Resident Evil. It was by these things with like shotgun shell.
I did think the potted plant was a random thing for them to have down there.
And that lab looks so much like some of the Arklay Mountain labs that you would go into that I'm like, they have to be just dropping. There's a production designer that's like a super Resident Evil fan. They're just dropping little tiny RE nods in there. There's gotta be. I don't think you can convince me otherwise at this point, because that was very much like Resident Evil. But anyway, so all that stuff is really, really cool. Levin and Billy, and now they know her. I don't know what's going on there, but whoo boy. That's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, I think they just made that they can track her anywhere now.
Yeah, that's going to be problematic.
And now we know why Billy is the way he is.
Well, I think we kind of already knew that, except for the mom leaving that young. And honestly, the way they talked about it in season 2 when Max and Billy showed up, it seemed like Max and Billy were newer brother and sister than what that indicated.
Yeah. I'm
not sure the age timelines match up there, but unless Billy, I guess maybe Billy just had a growth spurt in like 3 years or something. But yeah, I mean, all that was pretty neat, and seeing like the big upside down smoky cloud thing over the beach and everything. That was pretty great visuals. So I was really digging on that.
Yeah, and then she thought she woke up, but she didn't.
Yeah, which is really kind of fascinating, and I'm curious if that's going to come to play with anything. Because now, will she be able to know what is reality and what isn't? I mean, that's creepy.
Yeah, although it's just like now that the Mind Flayer is going like, I got your number, bitch.
Spooky stuff happens in the middle of Hawkins.
Let's see what else. We have Hopper and Joyce finally got out the Russian guy that they're opening up the upside down again. They're like, oh. Yeah, even the French guy's like, oh, not this bullshit again.
Yeah, right. And he barely knows much about what's going on, so... Yeah, that's gonna. I know he didn't know the whole story. That's right. They told him the whole story, and then he watered it down. I love the recurrence of the vodka from that in season 2. And but I love Hopper trying to like let the guy go, and then you think, oh no, this is not gonna work. Oh no, this is not gonna work, and then it works. And then Hopper's just smug as hell. That was awesome.
It's like, oh, there's gonna be no living with you after this.
Kind of like, oh, was that in this one too? Yeah, because we started off at the hospital. There's so much happened in this episode. But it reminded me of the line that when Jonathan and Nancy were going up in the elevator, and Jonathan's like, no, I'm just
episode.
Like, was that last episode?
Yeah, that's for all hell. That was before all hell broke loose in the hospital.
Can we just not talk about that? Well, anyway, she had the line about, just remember that, or I'm going to hold it. Basically saying I'm going to hold that over you forever or something, or get used to that feeling of admitting you were wrong. You remember what I'm referring to?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
All right, but you aren't helping me.
Basically, it was I was just going to see how big a hole you can dig yourself. No, basically what she said was this like, someday you're going to start saying, finally seeing I'm right or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's going to be a long time coming.
But anyways, that was cool. And then like the way, of course 11 shows up and saves the day with the monster in the hospital and the big fight and everything. But yeah, man, it looks like all the people that are possessed are fucked. I don't know if they're actually gonna somehow magically biomorph back. I hope they don't. That seems like it would be cheap if they do.
Well, here's the thing. I think I've realized why the whole chemical thing is basically to make it easier to break down the bodies.
Oh yeah.
So I think basically the Mind Flayer is having the bodies hold together by sheer willpower. That's why the people look so like they're already on death's doorstep.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It's because they're just barely holding it together.
Yeah. And again, I still wish it was more practical effects with the blobby stuff, but I can see with all the moving around, even though you can do it. If you look at like the 80s, The Blob, or look at movies like The Stuff, it's doable. I guess it is going to be a little bit easier for all the amount that they have to do to be a little bit CG, but I mean, it's still pretty gooey, so I'm pretty happy there. It's probably the most gruesome Stranger Things we've had, and some like great torture violence. I mean, I thought Steve's nail was coming off, man. I thought we were about to see that. Kind of glad we didn't. Like that's the stuff that does bug me, which is weird, Cut someone in half, rip open their rib cage, whatever. It's like, yeah, cool. We start doing the little things, like taking the thumb, and then it's like, oh yeah, no. But yeah, he just keeps telling him I work for Scoops Ahoy. I'll give you free ice cream, basically. So that was all really cool. Let's see, what else happened in this one? I feel like there's a chunk we're missing.
Mike and Max got into it over 11.
Yeah, and everybody trying to tell Mike, like, you can't own her and all this stuff, which, yeah, true, but I think Mike is trying to explain, yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I love that he's like, I love her.
But
and everybody's like, oh, he's like, oh, well, yeah. Like, I'm just worried about her, man. Because I get it, you know. Just like with you, like I know you're more than capable of doing whatever, but occasionally I'll be like, well, can you or are you, or you know? It's like, yeah, and I'm like, I know, I just worry, you know. But that was really sweet, his realization and blurting out his love of 11, and pretty sure 11 heard it. She played it off pretty well, but pretty sure she heard it. Those walls are pretty thin. I think they established that earlier, didn't they, with the bathroom bit?
Yeah.
And the boys were talking about the girls and you're plotting against us. We can hear you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
so Will didn't really have anything.
Well, I mean, yeah. Will's just kind of they backburnered Will a little bit again, but again they've used Will really well this season. You know, in season 2 I thought he was misused, but they've used everybody brilliantly well in this season. Again, still no dullness in this at all.
Did we mention Hopper's called in the military? I guess.
Oh, I think he might have been calling in the Paul Reiser character. I'm thinking that.
Is that the doctor? What's his face?
Yeah, and I guess it is military. So, but yeah, basically he's called in the people that were in charge of Hawkins' lab before. Like, hey, shit's hitting the fan again, y'all. The Russians are doing this shit. So, but I did like Joyce calling back and being like, do it now. And that guy's like, yes, ma'am.
She's kind of fast, little thing.
I love how even the guy on the other phone was like, yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Yes, I will, ma'am. He could just feel it through the phone, so that was pretty great too. But yeah, and then I like how the conspiracy theory guy is all mad at Hopper, like, you wrote the code down in your wallet.
and the doctor is going like, yeah, not even thin Rambo can get me down there, the little fat Rambo. Yeah,
the fat Rambo thing, that was pretty funny.
This is like, it's our greatest minds made that nobody can break into it, and our kids just broke into it.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know, Russians don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now I'm having fun saying all these things. All right, so that's our thoughts on on episode 6, the Pluribus.
No.
Actually, can you see? Maybe if I move my hand. There you go, Pluribus, baby. All right. So
this is a Rick and Morty thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So anyways, you're gonna comment. You're gonna tell us what you think about this episode and all that stuff. Sorry, I got political. We don't get political here. You got any predictions? I'm just trying to wrap it up.
I still think that it's gonna be fireworks that takes out the monster. The big display.
Yeah.
Because those mortar rounds pack a punch, man.
Yeah,
you get a whole bunch of those going off at once.
Yeah, the whole town's gonna.
There's actually a video footage of a fireworks display where somebody accidentally set them all off for one. It's supposed to be like a 10-20 minute display.
I've seen stuff like that. I saw a fireworks store going up on just floating around the other day. Video of that. Yeah, it's nuts. That shit's dangerous, y'all. Be careful. Damn. Because we only got 2 more episodes.
But I think the kids on the inside are going to help Hopkins and whoever else. Hopper, yeah, but and
Hopkins,
whoever,
Hopper,
yeah, and whoever else is involved in all of that get into the base.
Yeah, probably. And like I said, that's my prediction. Is it's going to be the fight's going to start in the base, then it's going to move to the mall, and then move out to the fireworks thing. That's my prediction. I don't think we're going to get the mayor not wanting to shut the fireworks down thing, though. I think we're past that now. I thought we would get that kind of Jaws thing with that, but I don't think there's enough time to do that now. So,
yeah.
Oh, we still need to get some kind of resolution with our Terminator guy too. So,
yeah, I think Terminator guy is going to get et by the Demigod, by the Mind Flayer.
That could work. He'll have somebody he's got him dead to rights, and then chomp, chain chomp. Yeah, I'm not Andre. So that's pretty good. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we think about episode 6. Now we want to hear what you think about episode 6. So comment below. Let's hear what you're thinking. How you liking the show so far? I definitely think this is great. I don't know yet if I think it's as good or better than season 1, but it's definitely in that category. Definitely far superior than season 2, which isn't terrible. It's just I got problems with it. But let's hear your thoughts. You can also click the thumbs up button. Give us the good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Go watch episode 7. We'll see you all later.